The triumph of the XRP Ripple coin. XRP whales and other investors in cryptocurrencies are on the verge of winning a significant sum of money. In reaction to the severe criticism that was leveled by John Dion, an attorney who supports XRP, not a single individual can keep silent about the fact that XRP Ripple is poised to pump. Now, what precisely is going on? This is surely going to blow your mind. Now, what exactly is going on? Man of Congress for any bearer of XRP Ripple, Warren Davidson has restated his goal to remove Gary Gensler from his position as chairwoman of the Securities and Exchange Commission. Gensler has been in that post for 7 years. Why is this such a huge and amazing piece of news? In doing so, I will be able to broaden the scope of the Bitcoin community. The Bitcoin community holds Gary Gensler in low regard for a variety of reasons, one of which is the fact that he advocates for more stringent rules that deal with cryptocurrencies. Due to the fact that Gensler has taken a position that is inclined toward bringing Bitcoin initiatives under the supervision of the SEC, he has expressed his opinion that there ought to be a higher level of monitoring in the cryptocurrency market. He has claimed that his goal is to protect investors and maintain compliance with the securities rules that are now in place within the industry. He has stated that this is his mission. Some members of the Bitcoin community are of the opinion that this might potentially restrict the growth of the industry and the dissemination of innovation. They believe that this could be a potential barrier to innovation. Gensler, for example, has expressed his concerns about the absence of investor protection and transparency in the cryptocurrency market, as he has indicated many tokens have the potential to be classified as securities and should adhere to legislation. This could have an impact on a variety of cryptocurrency projects and the operations they carry out. In the event that they do not meet the criteria for an exemption, Gensler stated that the Securities and Exchange Commission is focusing its efforts on ensuring that platforms that trade these securities are in compliance with the rules that govern securities. One example of a comment that Gensler made is presented in the following paragraphs. In accordance with our regulations, these platforms that provide trading in these securities are required to register with the Securities and Exchange Commission. This is because we are concerned about the potential for loss and we are hostile toward them. As a result of his actions, which are related to the pursuit of specific cryptocurrency projects or companies for failing to comply with securities regulations, there are others who believe that these actions pose a risk to the decentralized nature of cryptocurrencies as well as to the innovation that takes place within the sectors. These individuals have emerged within the cryptocurrency community. In response to the Securities and Exchange Commission's, SEC, most recent enforcement action, members of the cryptocurrency community have offered a variety of responses. These responses transcend beyond the individuals themselves. The regulatory body has targeted a number of businesses that are cryptocurrency focused. Among these businesses are Ripple, Binance, and Coinbase, each of which is a cryptocurrency exchange. The Crane cryptocurrency exchange has been the most recent victim of the legal dispute, joining the list of other organizations that have suffered losses as a result of this issue throughout the proceedings. The individual who was responsible for the conception of crypto law, Dion, voiced his disgust with Gensler's conduct, describing him as an unreasonable and uncompromising regulator. The marketplace for cryptocurrencies is what it is. Ken was under the impression that the company was able to avoid conflict with the Securities and Exchange Commission by agreeing to resolve previous claims that had been presented for investigation. Ken was under the impression that she was trying to avoid getting into issues with the Securities and Exchange Commission, SEC, as indicated by Dion, who stated that Gensler was aware of this for failing to properly register its investment as a service program. Individuals engage in this activity in order to contribute to the operation of a blockchain network as well as to acquire rewards and trades. During the month of February, the Securities and Exchange Commission made allegations against Ken. To put it another way, active staking is analogous to the Securities and Exchange Commission's recommendation that you invest your Bitcoin tokens in a mutual fund. After careful consideration, the Securities and Exchange Commission, SEC, determined that Ken's staking service was eligible for a transaction involving investments. In order to resolve these allegations, the Securities and Exchange Commission, SEC, stated that it required proper registration. Crane has consented to pay a fine of $30 million, and according to him, Ken would have incurred further expenses if it disagreed with the SEC. Crane has also agreed to pay the fine. In addition to that, I desired for them to engage in warfare, as Dion pointed out. If, on the other hand, you are interested in engaging in combat, $30 million will only get you so far. As an illustration, on the off chance that you are fortunate, you might only be 1/3 of the way there. Gripple and Brad Garlinghouse, who have already spent more than $150 million and are still paying millions of dollars in legal bills, need to be asked about their financial situation. He said that he is not aware of the reasoning behind the settlement decision or the mechanics that were involved in such a decision. On the other hand, he stated his confidence that the company has discussed actions such as laying off workforce members. If a firm believes that $30 million can buy you peace and keep excellent people employed, then I can understand why they would make such a decision when it comes to those same employees or investors. It is bad that Gensler does not care about them at all. After much deliberation, Dion arrived at the realization that he was a shame, and he couldn't wait to witness his downward spiral. Warren Davidson, a representative from the United States, has remarked that the most recent enforcement action conducted by the agency against Kevin indicates that Gensler ought to be sacked promptly at the earliest opportunity. I am curious about the potential impact that this could have on the ripple of XRP. XRP and the cryptocurrency market as a whole could be affected in a variety of different ways as a consequence of Gary Gensler's retirement from the Securities and Exchange Commission. This is especially true when one takes into consideration the perspectives that he held on cryptocurrencies throughout his tenure as chairman of the SEC. While Gensler was employed by the Securities and Exchange Commission, the agency adopted a fairly stringent stance on particular cryptocurrencies, particularly with regard to the classification of certain cryptocurrencies as securities. During this time, Gensler was also employed by the Securities and Exchange Commission. The Securities and Exchange Commission, SEC, has initiated legal action against the corporation, claiming that XRP is a form of securities that has not been declared registered. The corporation was the target of the legal action that was taken. In light of the fact that this legal dispute has resulted in widespread doubt over XRP and has had an impact on the value of the cryptocurrency on the market, there is a possibility that the Securities and Exchange Commission's approach to cryptocurrencies may be altered as a consequence of Gensler's departure. There is a possibility that regulatory views on cryptocurrencies such as XRP could change depending on the individuals who follow him and how they express their feelings regarding digital assets. The Bitcoin market is notoriously unpredictable, which is the reason behind the situation. In the event that the new leadership of the Securities and Exchange Commission, SEC, takes office, there is a possibility that they may take a more lenient posture or create regulations that are more transparent, which would be beneficial to XRP. Both the status of the coin and the performance of the market might potentially benefit from this, which could have a good impact on both sectors. An illustration of this would be the departure of a coach as a teenager and the subsequent hire of a new coach who has a different approach to coaching the team. The new coach's preference for a more defensive style of play has the potential to alter the dynamic of the team when they are competing on the field. In a similar vein, a change in leadership at the SEC could possibly alter the regulatory framework for cryptocurrencies, which might have implications for the standing of XRP and its behavior in the market. However, it is essential to keep in mind that the process of implementing regulatory reforms is a time-consuming one, and the consequences of Gensler's departure may not be quick or straightforward. There are a number of distinct elements that have an impact on the regulation of cryptocurrencies, and any changes that are made to these regulations typically go through a process that takes a significant amount of time for evaluation and implementation. If you would like to share your thoughts on the chance that the XRP Ripple coin may achieve its all-time high as a result of this, please do not hesitate to post a comment below. I am interested in hearing your ideas on this matter. Following the announcement that Gary Gensler would be departing the SEC office, a number of significant events transpired as a direct result of this news. All of a sudden, the whale became active and began sending millions of XRP to its destination. As part of the world of cryptocurrencies, Ripple coins are currently being dispersed around the internet. The term whale is used to refer to individuals or organizations that are in possession of substantial amounts of cryptocurrency. To put it another way, these individuals or organizations are comparable to the major players or heavy hitters in the market because they possess substantial amounts of digital assets. It is possible for these whales to have an impact on the market by engaging in substantial trades or transactions, which can result in significant price fluctuations. According to Whaler, a group that is thought to be prominent in the market, the behaviors that they engage in have the potential to influence other traders and to occasionally have an effect on the sentiment of the market as a whole. A further major transaction that occurred yesterday included Ripple Labs in this transaction. This was yet another significant transaction. Today, Ripple transferred a sizable quantity of the digital currency, which is equivalent to more than 52 million XRP, to the cryptocurrency exchanges known as Bitstamp and Bitsell. Based on current market conditions, the value of this deal is roughly $32 million. Although the price of XRP experienced a minor dip, a total of 85 million XRP were transferred from one anonymous wallet to another. This occurred despite the fact that the price declined somewhat. In light of the fact that Wales, which is regarded as one of the most influential players in the cryptocurrency industry, is accountable for the movement of a sizable quantity of XRP, Garner takes note of their behaviors on a frequent basis, which may be an indication that they have a strong faith in the prospects of XRP in the far future. A ripple could be interpreted as an indication of confidence in the actions that they are taking. Large transactions such as this have the potential to encourage market activity, which in turn has the potential to increase excitement among investors and potentially improve the value of XRP for investors. It is because of this that the effect is comparable to that of a well-respected individual endorsing a product, which results in the product receiving more favorable attention. At this moment, we have completed this film, and we would like to express our appreciation to you for watching it. I would appreciate it if you could click the like button. Please leave a comment with your views or questions, and most importantly, if you found the video to be both interesting and instructive, make sure to subscribe to the channel. Thank you for your time and consideration.